Hey guys, so today I've been testing a lot of sunscreens. I always am, but today I thought I'd talk about the ones I liked the least, the biggest sunscreen bummers of this year, and I think I've got 9 of them. So I tested a lot, and a few of these were just fragrance related, a few of these were texture issues, a few of these were different issues. So I'm just going to start off the bat with a few of the newer ones. Okay, so this one came a few days ago. I actually like it. It's the Barr Centella Sunscreen. I actually like the texture and everything. However, I just can't stand the packaging of this. And if it gets a little rip in it, it's going to explode. And I left it in my bag the other day when we went on the boat, and a little leak came in. So I don't know, for $20, I just would rather have some sort of packaging that I know is not going to explode. I do kind of like what they did here. They said, hey, to get the rest of it out at the very bottom, just rip this here. But I don't like the fact that this is not going to make it. It's just too flimsy. Otherwise, I like it. The packaging is just terrible. I get what they're trying to do, trying to not use plastic. I get it, but for, I don't know, sunscreen, can we just use something a little bit better than just paper? Just a little bit, because I don't want to keep my bag anymore because I know it's going to explode. So anyway, okay, what next? Okay, Vanicream, sunscreen, zinc oxide 12%. You know what? The formula is okay. The thickness and the texture of this one is just feels gross. I love Vanicream. I love other stuff. This one's just not that bad, but maybe I'll try it again in the winter, but you know what, the texture of it was just, I didn't appreciate how thick it is. So now I've got a mixture issue. Hang on. There, because now it's leaking. I'll give it another good shake. But anyway, so it kind of settles and then it just feels really thick. So, there we go. Anyway, now I need a tissue to clean my hand off. Okay, so I just didn't like it. It's fragrance-free and everything else, but I don't know. For zinc oxide-based sunscreen, there's so many other options that are just much more elegant and feel better. So I didn't love that one. So I'm going to move that one to the bag. Okay, here's another one, zinc oxide, Bondi Sands. I actually like some of their skincare stuff, and some of their other sunscreens have been fine. And this sunscreen didn't bother me. However, it bothered my skin the next day after using this. I used this 3 days in a row, and slowly my skin really started freaking out. And it was obviously this, because once I stopped using it, my skin instantly started feeling better. It's a bit thick textured, and my skin just did not love it. So, but I'm sure there are a lot of other people that really have had this work well for them. But for me, even with non-acne prone skin, my skin just freaked out. Did not like it. Breakout. Don't want that. And if that happens, you're never going to want to wear your sunscreen. I see why some people think all the sunscreens are disgusting, because if they start out with one that's really thick and breaks their skin out, then they start to think maybe all sunscreens are like that. Okay, this one is purely fragrance related. That's the only reason I didn't like this one. The fragrance is overwhelming. Floral scent does not go away all day long. Otherwise, everything else going on with this one is fine, but that scent I can't get over. It's just too overpowering for me. So my skin hated it. My nose hated it even more. So that one was not a good one. What else do we have? Okay, another one. This one's just fragrance related as well, and kind of had a white cast, a thicker white cast, no more noticeable white cast. So they call it their Light Up Essence from Biore, but the Light Up is really just white cast. So it's probably what they were going for. But anyway, I reviewed this one a while ago, and I didn't like it then. Tried it again, didn't like it now. So there we go. Okay, here's a newer one, Round Lab. What do they call this one? Their Tone Up sunscreen. And my biggest issue with this was the Tone Up ends up making me look kind of pale, and ends up making my face look greasy and just gross. Once I put makeup on it, it was fine. But anyway, if I want to look greasy and gross, I can do it myself without sunscreen. So it's not terrible. Maybe those with extremely dry skin might not mind it, but yeah. White casty, and I guess that's what tone up means. Tone up means it's going to have a white cast, because it's trying to make you look brighter, but sometimes you don't look brighter, you just look gross. So, okay, moving on. Beautybay they have their new skincare line, and they've got a lot of stuff. Hit and miss. It is super hit or miss. So this is their newer sunscreen, and I didn't mind it, but for some reason my eyes did not like this. It got into my eyes a little bit. It stung. And yeah, you know what? Most sunscreens don't bother my eyes. My eyes are pretty sensitive, but most sunscreens don't bother them. But for some reason, something in this sunscreen just irritated the heck out of them. And I'm trying to see if I can remember what ingredients they use. But anyway, something about this my eyes hated. Otherwise, it was okay. What else do we have? A couple more. I started to trash this because some people absolutely like this sunscreen, but I found this to be super thick, super white casty, didn't play well with other products, but other people use it and had no issues with it, so could just be me. But anyway, so I probably will never bring this up again because I don't like, you know, saying bad things about smaller brands, but this one just was a no-go for me. And then I think last but not least, the Marion May. I was assuming this was going to be fragrance-free. I scanned the ingredient list before I ordered it. Obviously, I didn't do a very good job because the first time I put it on, I could tell the scent was strong. And you know what? All of their serums from this brand are all fragrance-free and lovely, but it seems like everything else they make has got fragrance in it. Their toners, their cleansers, their moisturizers. So I don't know. Why can't they make the rest of their line like their serums and have no fragrance in them? I don't know. But anyway, so this one was a big NO for me. I'm going to have to pass it down to somebody that's not as irritated by fragrance as I am. So anyway, so those are, in my opinion, the clear losers sunscreens of this year. But there have been a lot of wonderful ones. And I'll continue to review those throughout the summer. And if there's anything you want to specially request, leave a comment and I'll definitely try and review that. So anyway, interested hearing from you guys what sunscreens you've tried this spring and summer and which ones you've hated and which ones you've loved or just which ones you've hated. So anyway, sometimes good to vent. So, I mean, all of these will probably work well for somebody. They just didn't work for me. So anyway, leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.